Where was my accountability coach? Here she is. Yes, did she stop me? No.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Hollowell,
And I am doing the 2-week intermittent fasting challenge.
I'm primarily interested in weight loss and just using intermittent fasting as a way to kind of control my eating, stop snacking at night.
When I hear the word fasting, I just, I'm the type of person where I'll eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'll snack.
Plus, if I'm thinking about intermittent fasting, then I'm making healthier decisions, hopefully.
I don't know much about intermittent fasting. I am glad that I'm consulting with a dietitian before I get started.
There's some really intriguing research about this particular type of intermittent fasting, 16-8, which means fasting 16 hours a day and having an 8-hour eating window. There's no one formal protocol for how to do this, meaning what you eat within that 8-hour window is really up to you. When you're narrowing your eating window to 8 hours a day, you really want to optimize what you do eat during that window of time.
Are there any types of foods you should avoid while you're doing the intermittent fasting?
I think it's important to look at nutrition, but also to look at satisfaction. It's not about trying to eat perfectly all the time. It's also about enjoying your food and looking forward to meals and feeling satisfied by what you eat.
That's like music to my ears. So let's just say when I start this tomorrow, I pick the window 11:30 to 6 or whatever it is. But then after a few days, I'm like, I kind of want to do earlier than that. Will that shock my body in a way if I switch the times?
No, I think in the beginning of this, you do kind of have to tweak it a little bit to find what is the right 8-hour window for you. How do you feel about going from 6:30 to noon without having anything other than, 0-calorie beverages?
No honey in the tea?
Not during the fasting.
Oh my God!
You're not supposed to technically take in any calories during the fasting window.
Okay, I could do it.
I am pretty picky. I don't like beans because it's a texture thing. And I don't eat a whole lot of red meat. I tend to eat more chicken and turkey. I just don't like cooking red meat, so I don't tend to eat it as much.
We don't need red meat. We need iron and zinc and protein and some of the nutrients that are typically found in red meat. Let's say you made a bowl. The foundation of the bowl is greens and or cooked vegetables, and then you're putting a layer of lean protein on there. You're putting a smaller amount of a whole food carbohydrate. It could be cooked brown rice or cooked quinoa, and then drizzle it with a really healthy sauce. If you have that foundation, but you can mix up wearing a different jacket with the same pair of jeans and type of a thing, then you can create different combinations.
If I can make a big batch of it and eat it throughout the week and I don't have to do as many dishes, I'm here for that.
I want to show you what I made. Scrambled eggs with scallions and tomatoes and a cup of fruit.
Had a big breakfast, kept me pretty full throughout most of the day. Had another meal around 3 o'clock and then finished my final meal at 6. Not as hard as I thought it was going to be.
I am exhausted and I stopped eating at 7:30.
I did get a little hungry around 9 p.m. Usually when I find myself starting to snack. So what I did this time was I just made myself a big cup of hot tea, drank that, filled me right up, brushed my teeth to stop myself from eating, and that was it.
I woke up this morning feeling exhausted.
I rented a car and went to the beach with a friend, so I got up super early around 6 a.m. So from 6 to 11:30, I got hungry. We were meant to go to the grocery store on the way to the beach. We forgot to stop, so I ended up doing pretty much a 21-hour fast today. Because we didn't eat all day, it led to some poor choices on the way home. We did stop for fast food, unfortunately.
I spoke with Cynthia earlier and she really taught me a meal planning strategy, building my own outfit in terms of making sure I have a balanced meal on every meal that I eat. I feel so good. I feel like dancing. I have so much energy and I'm like, I can do this.
Today was definitely the hardest day to make it till 11:30. I woke up starving and all I wanted to do was eat breakfast. I drank a ton of water, had a coffee, and none of that seemed to satiate the hunger. but I did hold out till 11:30.
I really took Cynthia's advice on building my meal plan. I am not even hungry. I don't anticipate myself being hungry until like 11:30, which is the start of my window, or probably could be after.
I'm now seeing that I didn't eat a great meal last night coming into this morning. I think if I had eaten a more fulfilling dinner last night, then I would have felt a lot better this morning.
I went to the grocery store and I got some vegetables at this local farm. I was doing so good today, but then I saw these. Look at those chocolate chip cookies, they're homemade. I ate some of those. Oh, and you're wondering, where was my accountability coach, right? Where was my accountability coach? Oh, here she is. Yes, did she stop me? No.
I'm gonna cook up some stuff today. I'm gonna make some falafel to go in a salad.
So this is my first time making falafel. I'm very excited about it. It's a food that I love. Here are the finished falafel. I'm gonna throw these in the oven. They don't look pretty, but I hope they taste good. Here is the final product of what I made. We got tons of vegetables, we've got tons of protein. This is gonna hold me over really well till tomorrow morning. Today, I did something that before intermittent fasting, I would have thought was unheard of. I only ate 2 meals today, but they were both extremely filling, well-balanced meals. I'm realizing the old concept of you have to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner 8, 12, 5, it's not what you need. You need to listen to your body.
Why am I craving cookies so much and like sugar? The reason being is that while I'm on the fast, even though I have high energy, but your body has low sugar, meaning it's craving carbohydrates and sugar. So which explains why I'm eating the cookies. What I learned is that when you're craving something sugary, is to have like a sweet tea. I'm gonna have another tea with honey when I'm starting to feel like the craving for like cookies. I made myself a delicious whole wheat pasta, tomatoes, garlic, and spinach for dinner. And it has like chicken meatballs in it. And that's gonna be my leftovers for tomorrow.
Week 2 has its own kind of challenges. I'm gonna be traveling one of the days back to Massachusetts. I will be at my parents' house for the second half of week 2. I feel like it's a less controlled environment, but I think if I just keep my head down, keep tracking all the food I eat, I think week 2 will be a success like week 1.
I was thinking today, I can't imagine starting this before COVID. If I was working and everything, would have been really hard. I mean, my stomach would have growled in meetings. Things are good. I encourage everyone to do this. And if you're scared to do it, just try. What do you have to lose?
Today was a little bit more difficult. I did not stick to the 11:30 to 7:30 plan today. I did end up doing 11 to 7 today. So I have this friend who works overnight. We usually meet for breakfast at 9:30. I asked if we could maybe postpone until a little closer to 10:30, knowing by the time we got our food it would be 11 o'clock. I think having friends who understand what you're trying to do are crucial in this. This is something I want to do, this is something I want to succeed in, and this is what I'm doing right now for me to be healthier, for me to feel better.
I'm about to eat my overnight oats. The blueberries give it that nice sweetness. Oh, and I added honey.
I woke up rejuvenated today. I weighed in this morning. I'm down a couple pounds, which I'm very, very excited about.
It is around 8 o'clock in the morning, and at this time I would feel very hungry. I am even going to go for a little walk this morning before my meeting, and I'm just feeling great.
I was a little worried about today because today is not a normal day. I'm traveling back to my parents' house after work hours. I was just kind of worried about how that would fit into my eating hours. I was able actually to keep on track today, and I was really proud of that. These kind of like halfway in between scenarios where I do have a lot of control, but it's outside of the norm, I think are great practice for me, and it worked out really well today.
With the fasting, or I call now my new lifestyle change, I just crave vegetables and I just want to eat healthy within that window. And I've been exercising, doing stomach crunches. I just have energy in the morning, so much energy.
I'm so excited. I made it. I was able to do it for 2 weeks. Overall, this intermittent fasting has been amazing. I've loved every second of it. I did end up losing weight on this. I lost about 5 pounds. And I think that was just from making healthier choices. So overall, this intermittent fasting has been an amazing experience. And I definitely see me continuing this in the future.
I'm so excited to hear about your wrap up. Tell me about these. I know we've been in touch a little bit, but your final thoughts on these last couple of weeks.
This experience and your helpful tips, like as I was going through the journey, like changed my life for the better.
I realized how much I do snack at night. I didn't need to snack if you have like the full dinner, like a nice well-balanced dinner. Like I wasn't hungry. I do enjoy the way it made me feel, so I think I'll definitely continue with it.
But I would literally wake up maybe like 6 a.m. or like 7 a.m. the latest, and like I'm up. Like I have so much energy.
Energy is addictive because once you feel it and you know you can feel that good, you want to keep feeling that good. And what I find is above weight loss, above anything else, that's what really helps people stick with a lifestyle. Like you said, this is your new way of eating because it makes you feel so good and it translates into every other area of your day, whether it's work or relationships or communication, digestive health, better sleep. So it has this like domino effect, which is fantastic. I am so excited that you tried this. You had a really successful 2-week experience that hopefully will last for many years to come.
You've been really helpful and I really appreciate it.
It's just been amazing. I can't say, like literally, like this process and you changed my life for the better.